My name is Vasileia and I'm a Baytna Hub facilitator for the Athens Comic Library. Now today I have a new story for you with my magic box. Are you ready for a new story? Now this story starts once upon a time. Once upon a time there was a man. There was a man and he had 3 sons. He had 3 sons and a very weird habit. Every day, first thing in the morning, before he did anything else, before he went to work, he took a bowl of food and threw it in the sea. And he did that every day, all of his life. And every morning he would go by the sea with his 3 sons and they were sending away the food. Now, the 2 eldest sons, they were furious. They were poor people. Why were they wasting all this food to send it away in the sea? And they thought that their father was crazy. But the youngest son understood. And he followed his father's footsteps. And when his father got old and passed away, he did exactly as his father did every day. Every day he would go by the sea and he would bring with him a bowl of food and he would let it out in the waves. And that's what happened every day, and he grew and he grew and he grew and he never missed a day. And he was not a rich man. As his father, he was poor, very poor, and there were days that he had nothing. There were days that he had to beg for food, and there were days that all he got were a few crumbles of bread. But even those crumbles, he took them at the sea and let them into the waves. One day, he was desperate. There was nothing to give. There were not even those crumbles. He went to the sea and he cried and he asked for forgiveness. He said, I don't know what else to do. I have no food, but I have to. My father did this. I have to feed the sea. And then he decided to fall himself into the sea and feed himself to the waves. And as he was ready to jump into the sea, the earth trembled and the sea was boiling. And there, right before his very eyes, appeared a djinn. And the djinn smiled at the young man. The young man could, you're a spirit, you're a djinn. Yes, I am. So, you must be the one that's feeding the sea all these years. Yes, it's me, but I'm begging for your forgiveness. I have no food to give today. Yes, I know. You were ready to fall in the sea on your own. Yes. Well, the king of the sea wants to see you. The king of the sea? Yes. Follow me. But where? Don't worry. You're coming with me. And the djinn took the boy in his back and they dove straight into the sea. The boy was scared. He thought that he would drown, but he could breathe underwater. And the djinn just kept going further and further, deeper into the sea. And the boy was looking around at the fish, at the water, playing with the light. And then they were going deeper and deeper and deeper. And they stopped. And the boy saw that there, at the bottom of the ocean, there was a golden palace. And the djinn said, you will go in that palace and meet the king, but let me give you some advice. He will tell you to ask for anything in his palace, and he would give it to you. But you will only ask for the ring he's wearing, the ring with the red rock. The ring with the red rock. Okay, I got it, said the boy. And the jinn sent that boy away. That boy entered that palace underwater. And when he went into the palace, he saw the king of the seas. And he was sitting on his throne, and he had his crown on his head. And he was wearing a ring with a red rock. Now, you must be the young man that's feeding me every day. Yes, said the boy, that's me. I am very grateful for you. And because I am grateful, I am going to give you anything. I have riches, I have gold, I have emeralds, I have diamonds. No, I want nothing, my king. But please, I insist. You deserve a gift, and I am going to give you one. Well, if you want to give me a gift so much, said the boy, how about that ring with the red rock? Well, a promise is a promise, said the king. You asked for it, and I am going to give it to you. And the king took out that ring with the red rock and gave it to the boy. The boy put it on, thanked the king of the seas, and left. And the jinn was there. And he took him on his shoulders, and now they were flying, and they were swimming further and further up and up and up. And the boy was just admiring the sea creatures, and he was very happy to be there. And soon they reached the edge of the sea where the boy lived. Now the boy was very, very tired. It was a big, weird day for him. So he sat under a tree, and with the ring on his finger, just took a little nap. But then he woke up because he was hearing voices. There were people talking, but he looked around and he saw no people. But he could hear those voices, and they were talking. And then he realized these were not people. These were birds. They were talking. And that was not the problem. The problem was that he could understand what they were saying. And the boy was looking up, and the birds were talking, and they were saying, look at that young man. Isn't he a fool? Why did he say that? Said the other bird. Well, don't you know? Under there, under that tree, there is a trunk with a treasure inside. Is it so? Very much so. There's gold and emeralds and diamonds, anything he could wish, but he's just sleeping. I wish we had voice. I wish we could talk to humans so we could tell him. He looks like a nice young man. Oh, it's such a pity, said the birds, and they flew away. And the boy couldn't believe in his ears. Am I going crazy? But then he said, what do I have to lose? And he took a shovel, and he found that treasure right under that tree. And it was filled with gold and emeralds and diamonds and everything he could wish for. And he realized that the ring he was wearing, it was a magical ring. It was a ring that could allow him to know what the animals were saying. And he was very happy. And he took that money and he built a big house. And he gave to the poor and helped anyone in need. And every morning, that boy, still went by the sea, and he still gave a bowl of food for the King of Seas. And this was the end of this story. Thank you so much for listening.